My hands shook as I stood in Emily's room, the silence screaming louder than her music ever did. I expected my 17-year-old daughter's usual chaos, colored pencils scattered on her desk, her favorite lavender hoodie slung over the chair. Instead, her bed was untouched, the air heavy with absence. On her desk, a single folded note in her jagged handwriting stared back at me. One word caught my eye. Sorry. I didn't know it then, but that note would unravel everything I thought I knew about my little girl. I'm the dad who burned pancakes every Sunday, who cheered too loud at her art shows, who thought I knew her heart. But nothing prepares you for the moment your daughter vanishes. That note wasn't just words, it was a blade, slicing through years of laughter and late-night talks. Why sorry? What was she running from? I keep replaying our last moment, a stupid argument about curfew, her eyes flashing with something I didn't recognize. Did I miss the signs? Did I push her away? It was early June, the week before Father's Day, when I was supposed to be her hero, not a man haunted by the creak of an empty house. I've read that note 1,000 times, its secrets clawing at me. There's one line I can't shake, something I haven't told a soul. It's a truth I'm terrified to face, but I can't stop searching for her. I'm telling this story because I have to, because maybe you've felt this ache, this fear that someone you love is slipping through your fingers. Stick with me. This is raw. It's real and the truth is still out there. What did Emily mean by sorry? And what's the secret I'm too afraid to say aloud? If this hits your heart, please hit that like button. It's a small way to keep me going. Share a comment. Have you ever lost someone and wondered why? Subscribe and hit the bell. I'm on this journey to find Emily, and I need you with me to uncover what's next. My heart didn't just stop. It shattered, jagged edges slicing through my chest as I stared at Emily's empty bed. Her room, usually a riot of noise, blaring playlists, the clatter of colored pencils, was silent, a scream louder than anything she'd ever cranked through her speakers. I expected my 17-year-old daughter's chaos, her lavender hoodie slung over the chair, sketchbook spilling across her desk like a teenager's fever dream. Instead, the air was wrong, thick, like the room was holding its breath, waiting for me to catch up. A folded note sat on her desk, her jagged handwriting a blade aimed at my gut. One word burned into me. Sorry. That word, that damn note, was about to unravel everything I thought I knew about my little girl. I stood there, frozen, my whisper barely a breath. Em, where are you? The room didn't answer, just tightened the vice around my chest. I reached for the note, hands trembling like I was defusing a bomb. I unfolded it, the paper crinkling too loud in the silence. I can't stay. Sorry. Don't hate me. No. Goodbye, no explanation. Just those words carving into me, sharp and final. I checked her closet. Half her clothes were gone, her backpack missing. She'd planned this, packed up her life while I was downstairs, clueless, probably burning her Sunday pancakes. I grabbed my phone, dialed her number 5 times, each unanswered ring a punch. Her voicemail mocked me. Hey, it's Em. Leave. A message. That chipper voice, so alive, so hers, twisted the knife deeper. I sank onto her bed, the mattress creaking under my weight, the note crumpled in my fist. What did I miss? I muttered, my voice cracking like cheap glass. I'm the dad who burned breakfast every week, who shouted her name too loud at her art shows, who thought I knew her heart, every hope, every hurt. I thought I was her safe place. But that note, it was a blade, slicing through years of laughter. Late-night talks, the way she'd roll her eyes when I tried to dance. Why sorry? What was she running from? I kept replaying our last fight, some stupid curfew argument, her eyes flashing with something I couldn't read, something dark and distant. Was it anger, fear, a secret I was too blind to see? Father's Day was days away and I was supposed to be her hero, grilling burgers, not standing in this tomb of a room, chasing ghosts. I held the note tighter, its edges biting my palm, and wondered if I'd pushed her away. Did I yell too loud, miss some sign she was slipping? I'm telling you this because it's too heavy to carry alone, this ache that's eating me alive. That word, sorry, it's a riddle, a wound, a door I can't open. What did she mean? What did I do wrong? I'm not just her dad, I'm a man unraveling, and I need you to hear this, to feel this with me. Stick with me because this hurt. It's raw, it's real, and it's only the beginning. Emily's room was a graveyard, and I was the fool digging through it, desperate for a pulse. The house felt hollow, a shell without her laugh, her music, her chaos. Every creak, every shadow played tricks, whispering she'd walk through the door any second. I sat at the kitchen table, the June sunlight slicing through the window, mocking me with its warmth. Father's Day was coming, and I was supposed to be her hero, not a man clutching a fraying note. Its words, "Don't hate me," burning, holes in my skull. I tore through her room again, fingers clawing for answers, because sitting still meant admitting she was gone. Under her pillow, I found a sketchbook, its pages filled with dark, jagged lines, angry eyes, broken hearts. Nothing. Like the bright doodles she used to show me. My hands shook as I flipped through it, each drawing a stranger's cry, not my Emily's. I called her best friend Mia, my voice tight, begging. "I don't know where she is," she whispered, but her voice caught, thick with guilt, like she was hiding a blade behind her back. I drove to the school, the empty art room reeking of paint and absence. Her teacher, eyes dodging mine, muttered, "Emily was off lately, quiet." Quiet? My daughter was a storm, not a whisper. What had changed her? Back home, I opened the sketchbook again, and a photo slipped out, hitting me like a fist. Emily, laughing, her arm around a guy I'd never seen, sharp jaw, dark eyes, both glowing like they shared a secret I wasn't in on. My stomach twisted. Who was he? Why didn't she tell me? I sat up all night, the photo beside the note, whispering, "Who are you?" to a stranger who'd stolen my daughter. The note's plea, "Don't hate me," felt like a confession. But of what? I wasn't eating, wasn't sleeping, just staring at that damn photo, its edges curling under my gaze. Father's Day loomed, a cruel joke. I'd planned to take her to the lake, like when she was little, splashing and giggling. Now I was chasing. Shadows of a girl I thought I knew. The sketchbook's drawings haunted me. Had she been screaming for help in those lines and I'd missed it? I kept replaying our last fight, her curfew defiance, her eyes flashing with something I couldn't name. Was this guy the key? Did he know where she was? I muttered to the empty room, "I'll find you, Em," my voice raw, breaking. The house didn't answer, just pressed its silence tighter around me. I'm telling you this because I can't carry it alone. This ache, this fear that I failed her. That photo, it's a taunt, a clue, a wound. Who was he to her? What did she see in him that she couldn't tell me? I'm not just a dad. I'm a man unraveling, and I need you to feel this. With me. Stick with me because this isn't just a story, it's my heart, bleeding out, and I'm not stopping until I know why she ran. That photo was a ghost, haunting me with Emily's unguarded smile, her arm around a stranger who looked at her like she was his world. His sharp jaw, dark eyes, they taunted me, a puzzle I couldn't solve. My 17-year-old daughter, my spark, was a stranger in that frame, and the deeper I dug, the more I realized I didn't know her at all. Father's Day was creeping closer, a sick reminder that I'd failed to be her hero. I tore through her social media, emails, anything to find this guy, my hands shaking with a rage I didn't recognize. An old Instagram post, buried deep, tagged. Him, Jake R. 23. His bio, living free, no regrets, and felt like a middle finger. I messaged him, my words sharp, desperate, but got nothing, his profile locked tight. I called Mia again, Emily's best friend, my voice a growl. "She was sneaking out to meet him, okay?" Mia snapped, her voice cracking, eyes darting like she was scared of her own words. That's all I know. Liar. I drove to Emily's favorite coffee shop, her booth empty, the air thick with the smell of burnt espresso. The barista, a kid with nervous hands, said, "She was here last week, whispering with some guy, all secretive." My heart lurched. Back home, I rummaged through her trash, pathetic, I know, and found a torn map, a red X marking a spot 50 miles away, dated the night she left. My pulse pounded, a drumbeat of fear and hope. I whispered to the photo, "What did you do to her?" My voice breaking, the guy's face blurring through my tears. Was Jake her escape? Her captor? Her secret? The note's "sorry" echoed in my skull, a riddle I couldn't crack. I kept seeing her eyes from our last fight. Curfew, defiance, something darker I'd missed. Had she been planning this all along? Father's Day was a knife twisting in my gut. I'd wanted to be her safe place, the dad who fixed everything. Now I was a man chasing a ghost. My daughter's smile in that photo, a stranger's. The map's red X burned in my mind. Where had she gone? I muttered to myself, "I'm coming, Em." The words a prayer, a plea. The house stayed silent, its shadows swallowing me whole. Every clue, every step, made me feel like I was losing her again, like she was slipping through my fingers, a memory I couldn't hold. I'm telling you this because it's tearing me apart. This fear, this guilt, that I didn't see her pain. That photo, that map, they're pieces of a puzzle, but I don't know the picture they're forming. Who was Jake to her? What was she hiding? I'm not just a dad. I'm a man breaking, and I need you to feel this with me. Stick with me, because this is real, this is raw, and I'm not giving up. Have you ever realized the person you love most was hiding a whole other life? The torn map was a lifeline, clutched in my shaking hands as I drove 50 miles to a gas station that looked like it was coughing up its last neon breath. The sign buzzed, flickering, casting a sickly glow over cracked pavement and my own fraying nerves. I showed Emily's photo to the clerk, my voice raw, splintered. "Seen her?" I asked, holding my breath like it could bring her back. His blank stare was a gut punch, his shrug a blade. "Maybe," he muttered, eyes flicking to the door like he was hiding something or someone. He remembered a girl like Emily with a guy buying snacks late, his voice low, nervous. I pushed for more, leaning over the counter, my heart pounding. "Look again," I growled, shoving the photo closer. The security footage was grainy, but there she was, Emily laughing with Jake, her hand in his, her smile brighter than I'd seen in months. My chest tightened, jealousy and fear mixing like poison. I found a motel nearby, its sign half lit, the manager's eyes tired but sharp. "Yeah, they checked in," he said, nodding at her photo. "Left fast." She looked upset. Upset. My girl. I sat in my car. The map crumpled beside me and called the police. "Runaway teen," they said, their voices flat, like Emily was just a number. Not a priority. I wanted to scream, to break something, but I just whispered, "She's my daughter." Back home, my phone buzzed, a text from an unknown number. "She's safe. Stop digging or she won't be." The words froze me, my breath catching like I'd been dunked in ice. Who was this? Jake? Someone worse? I typed a reply, fingers clumsy, but it bounced back. Number disconnected. The gas station's neon buzzed. In my memory, a taunt. I kept seeing Emily's laugh on that footage, so free, so not mine. Father's Day was days away and I was supposed to be grilling, laughing, not chasing a daughter who didn't want me to find her. The text burned in. "My mind, who was watching us?" I whispered. "I'm coming, Em," to the empty car, my voice a broken thing. The map's red X felt like a trap, but it was all I had. Had she been scared, running from something or someone? I'm telling you this because it's eating me alive, this fear that I'm too late. That text wasn't a warning. It was a threat, a shadow moving closer. Who was with her? What had Jake done? I'm not just a dad. I'm a man unraveling, my heart bleeding out on this road to nowhere. Stick with me because this isn't just a story. It's my life, and I'm not stopping. Every clue, every flicker of light pulls me closer to her, but also deeper into something dark. I need you to feel this with me, this ache, this fight. Keep watching, because Emily's out there, and I'm not giving up, not ever. I sat in Emily's room, the note's final line a sledgehammer to my heart. "You're not my real dad." Those words in her jagged handwriting weren't just ink, they were a betrayal, shredding 15 years of love, of tucking her in, of being her safe place. I'd raised her since she was 2, her tiny hand clutching mine, her giggles my anchor. Now that note mocked me, daring me to question everything. I reread it, each word a fresh wound, my breath hitching like I was drowning in my own house. I tore through old photos, desperate for answers, my mind spiraling. Was Sarah, her mom, hiding something? I called her, my voice a tight wire. "What's this about, Sarah?" I growled, holding the note like evidence. She went silent, her breath shaky, then hung up, leaving me with nothing but echoes. I dug through a dusty box in the attic, my hands shaking, and found a letter from Sarah, yellowed, mentioning Daniel, a name she'd never breathed to me. Who was he? What had she kept from us? I tracked Daniel down, a guy from her past, living in a run-down apartment across town. "No kids," he laughed, his voice too slick, but his eyes darted like he was dodging a bullet. I pushed, my voice rising. "You know something about Emily." He shrugged, but the lie hung heavy. Late that night, I found her diary, hidden under a floorboard, its lock mocking me. I broke it open, hands trembling, and read, "He told me the truth." One line, no explanation, just a bomb detonating in my chest. Who was he? Daniel? Someone else? My head spun, anger and betrayal choking me. I'd been her dad, burned pancakes, cheered at her art shows, caught her when she fell. How could she write those words? Father's Day was a knife twisting deeper, a holiday I'd planned to spend with her, not unraveling a lie. I kept seeing her eyes from our last fight, flashing with something I didn't catch, hurt, maybe, or fear. Had I missed her breaking? The diary's words burned, a secret I couldn't crack. Was I a lie to her, or was she running from something bigger? I whispered, "I'm still your dad, Em," to the empty room, my voice cracking. The house didn't answer, just pressed its silence tighter. "I'm telling you this because it's tearing me apart. This fear that I lost her long before she ran, that line, 'You're not my real dad.' It's a wound I can't close." Who told her what? Why did she believe it? "I'm not just a dad, I'm a man breaking, and I need you to feel this with me. Stick with me, because this is raw, this is real, and I'm not stopping until I find her." What would you do if the person you loved most questioned your entire bond? Keep watching, because every word, every clue is a step toward Emily, and I'm not turning back no matter what truth waits out there. Daniel's laugh was a splinter under my skin, too slick, too cold, like he was laughing at my life falling apart. I drove to his apartment, a crumbling dump that reeked of cigarette smoke and secrets, the kind of place where truths go to hide. He opened the door, smirking, but his eyes flinched when I said Emily's name, a flicker of something, guilt maybe, or fear. "I don't know her," he lied, and I felt it in my bones, a certainty that he was part of this mess, part of why. My daughter ran. A photo on his wall stopped me cold. Daniel and Sarah laughing, dated last month, their smiles a betrayal I hadn't seen coming. "You're lying," I growled, stepping closer, my fists clenched. He admitted Sarah called him, voice low. Asked about Emily, I told her nothing. Nothing, his eyes said different. He swore he wasn't her father, but hinted Sarah had a past. Affairs, lies, a whole hidden life she'd buried. I wanted to shake him until the truth spilled out, but he just shrugged like my daughter's life was a game. Back in Emily's room, I found a burner phone hidden in a shoebox, its screen cold. One text to an unknown number. "I need to know who I am." My heart lurched. Whose number was this? I confronted Sarah again, my voice raw. "What did Emily find out?" I demanded. She sobbed, her words shaky. "She found out about my mistakes, okay? She hates me." Her tears felt like a dodge, a half-truth to keep me at bay. I pressed, but she shut down, leaving me with nothing but rage. Sarah's past, Daniel's lies, that burner phone, they were pieces of a puzzle, but the picture was still dark. The notes line, "You're not my real dad," gnawed at me, a wound I couldn't close. Was Daniel the key, or just another liar in a chain of them? Father's Day was breathing down my neck, a cruel reminder of the hero I wasn't. I kept seeing Emily's eyes, that flash of something in our last fight. Had she known then about Sarah, about me? I whispered, "I'm still your dad, Em." To the empty room, my voice a broken thing. The house stayed silent, its shadows swallowing me. "I'm telling you this because it's killing me. This fear that I lost her to a truth I didn't see. That phone, that photo, they're clues, but they're also traps, pulling me deeper into something I don't understand. Who was she texting? What did Sarah hide? I'm not just a dad, I'm a man unraveling, and I need you to feel this with me, Stick with me because this is raw, this is real, and I'm not stopping. Every lie, every secret is a step toward Emily, and I'm not turning back no matter how dark it gets. Keep watching because the truth is out there and I'm going to find it for her. The burner phone was a dead weight in my hand, its empty screen mocking me, no texts, no answers. Emily's diary lay open, its cryptic line. He promised me answers. A loop in my mind, a taunt I couldn't shake. Who was he? The air in her room was thick, like the house was holding its breath, guarding her secrets. Father's Day was days away, a knife in my gut, reminding me I was no hero, just a man chasing a daughter who didn't want to be found. I had to keep moving, keep digging. I traced Jake's Instagram to a dive bar 100 miles out, its neon sign, flickering like a bad omen. I drove, heart pounding, whispering, "I'm coming, Em," to the dark. The bar smelled of stale beer and desperation, the bartender's eyes wary as I showed him Emily's photo. "They were here," he said, voice low, like he was scared to say more. Looked like trouble followed them. Trouble, my stomach twisted. What kind had my girl gotten into? I pressed, but he clammed up, glancing at the door, a motel keycard. Tucked in Emily's diary, led me to a place near the bar, its sign buzzing faintly. The clerk, a guy with nervous hands, remembered her. "She was arguing with that guy," he said, voice barely a whisper. "Something about lies." She stormed out. Lies? My mind flashed to our curfew fight, her eyes flashing. Had she been running from lies even then? I gripped the keycard, its edges biting my palm, a flimsy clue to a girl slipping away. Back home, my phone buzzed, a text from that unknown number. "You're too close. Back off or she pays." Ice shot through me, my breath catching. Someone was watching, threatening her. I typed a reply, fingers shaking, but it bounced back, disconnected, like always. Who was this? Jake? Daniel? Someone worse? I whispered. "I won't stop, Em." To the dark, my voice cracking, the house's silence pressing harder. The diary's words burned. Who had promised her answers? And at what cost? Father's Day loomed, a cruel shadow over my search. I'd wanted to be her safe place, not a man haunted by texts and clues. The bar, the motel, they were pieces, but the puzzle was still dark. Was Emily in danger, or was she part of this? I'm telling you this because it's tearing me apart. This fear that I'm too late, that she's caught in something I can't see. That text, it's a threat, a shadow moving closer. Who's watching us? What's she running from? I'm not just a dad. I'm a man breaking, and I need you to feel this with me. Stick with me because this is raw, this is real, and I'm not giving up. Every clue, every warning pulls me closer to her, but also deeper into something dark. Keep watching because Emily's out there and I'm not stopping until I find her. I kept seeing Emily's eyes, flashing in our last fight over curfew, her voice sharp, cutting through me like glass. Had she been planning to run even then? Her heart already halfway out the door. I went back to the motel, the keycard burning in my pocket, and showed her photo again. The clerk's words hit like a fist. Emily and Jake fought about lies and truth, her voice breaking as she stormed out, leaving him behind. Lies? What had she found that made her run from me, from us? I found Jake's car at a diner nearby, parked crooked, like he'd fled in a panic. Inside, he sat alone, jumpy, his eyes darting like a trapped animal. "She left me," he muttered, voice low, fingers tapping nervously. "She's obsessed with finding her real dad." Real dad? My stomach churned. The notes line, "You're not my real dad," echoing like a curse. He said they'd been digging into Sarah's past, chasing rumors of a man named Paul, not Daniel. Paul. Another name, another lie. I leaned in, voice tight. "Where is she, Jake?" He flinched, scared. He handed me an address, his voice barely a whisper. She said she'd end it there. A house 20 miles away, in a part of town that screamed trouble. Boarded windows, broken dreams. I drove, heart pounding, whispering, "I'm coming, Em," to the empty road. The house was dark, windows blank, a for sale sign mocking me. Empty, like my hope. I stood there, Jake's words ringing. "She's not who you think." What truth was she chasing? What scared her enough to run? Father's Day was a shadow creeping closer, a reminder of the dad I'd failed to be. I kept replaying that fight, her defiance, her eyes. Had she known something then, something I missed? The motel, the diner, they were clues, but they felt like traps, pulling me deeper into her secrets. I whispered to myself, "What did you find, Em?" My voice raw, fear choking me. Was she running from me, or toward something worse? The address was a dead end, but Jake's fear wasn't. Something had spooked them both. I'm telling you this because it's killing me. This guilt, this dread that I lost her long before she left. Jake's words, that address, they're pieces of a puzzle, but I don't know the shape. Who's Paul? What truth broke her? I'm not just a dad, I'm a man unraveling, and I need you to feel this with me. Stick with me, because this is raw, this is real, and I'm not stopping. Every clue, every fight pulls me closer to her, but also deeper into something dark. Keep watching, because Emily's out there, and I'm not giving up, no matter what. Lies wait for me. I'll find her, or I'll break trying, because that's what a dad does, even when it hurts. I stood outside the empty house, its door creaking like a warning, my heart pounding so hard it hurt. The air smelled of dust and something sharper, fear, maybe, or the ghost of Emily's presence. I pushed inside, the floorboards groaning under my weight, and found her lavender hoodie crumpled on the floor, a torn sketch tucked inside, her handwriting jagged. I found him. Him? My stomach twisted, a sick dread settling in. Who had she found? What had she walked into? I searched the house, its shadows swallowing the light, and found a locked room, the door heavy, defiant. I broke it open, shoulder aching, and papers spilled out. Letters between Sarah and a man named Paul, their words cold, calculated. Keep it from him. Him. Me. My hands shook as I read, each line a betrayal, a plan to hide a baby. Emily. A photo slipped from the pile, Emily as a toddler in Paul's arms, not mine. My vision blurred, bile rising. Was he her father? Had Sarah lied all these years? Footsteps creaked upstairs, sharp, deliberate. I froze, my voice barely a whisper. Emily? The house answered with silence, heavy, mocking. My heart raced, fear and hope tangling like wires. Was she here, or was I chasing ghosts? My phone buzzed, a text from that unknown number. You found the truth. Stop, or she's gone. The words were ice, freezing me in place. Who was this? Paul? Someone? Watching from the shadows, I clutched the sketch, whispering, "What did you find, Em?" My voice breaking. The house felt alive, its walls closing in, every creak a threat. Father's Day was tomorrow, a cruel joke. I was supposed to be her hero, not a man tearing through lies. The photo, the letters, they were proof of a life. I didn't know a truth Emily had chased. Had she confronted Paul? Was he the him in her sketch? I kept seeing her eyes, that flash in our last fight. Had she known then about Paul, about me? The notes line, "You're not my real dad," unburned, a wound I couldn't close. I'm telling you this because it's killing me. This dread that I'm too late, that Emily's caught in a truth I can't face. The hoodie, the letters, they're clues, but they're also traps, pulling me deeper into something dark. Who's Paul? Why someone watching? I'm not just a dad, I'm a man breaking, and I need you to feel this with me. Stick with me, because this is raw, this is real, and I'm not stopping. Every secret, every creak pulls me closer to her, but also deeper into a nightmare. Keep watching, because Emily's out there, and I'm not giving up, no matter what truth waits, no matter how much it hurts. I'll find her, or I'll die trying, because that's what love does. It fights even when it's bleeding. The cabin loomed in the woods, 2 hours into darkness. Emily's note, a burning weight in my pocket. I didn't care if I wasn't. Her blood. She was my daughter, my heart. The girl I'd raised through tears and laughter. The drive was a blur, my pulse screaming her name, my hands gripping the wheel like it could keep her close. Father's Day was here, a cruel shadow, and I was no hero, just a man chasing a ghost who called me dad. I'd find her, or I'd break trying. Her backpack sat outside the cabin, abandoned, her sketchbook peeking out, its pages frayed. My breath caught, hope and fear choking me. I pushed inside, the air thick with pine and secrets. Paul sat there, grey and cold, his eyes avoiding mine. "She's not here," he said, voice flat like he was reciting a lie. I shoved the note at him, my voice raw. "What did she want?" He flinched, a crack in his armor, and admitted he was her biological father. "She came to me," he said, angry, asking questions, left weeks ago. I gripped the note, its words, "I'm sorry, Dad." A lifeline. He handed me her last letter, his hands steady, mine shaking. "Dad, I'm sorry. I love you. I need to find myself." She'd called me Dad, not him. Tears burned, mixing with rage. "Where is she?" I growled, stepping closer. He swore she'd gone to the city, chasing another lead, but his eyes flickered, hiding something. I wanted to shake him until the truth spilled, but I saw her face, her eyes, her smile, and stopped. Father's Day morning broke outside, sunlight filtering through the trees, mocking my pain. Emily's letter was a wound and a promise. She loved me, but she was lost, searching for a truth I couldn't give her. Paul's coldness, his lies, they didn't matter. She was my daughter, blood or not. I whispered, "I love you too, Em," my voice breaking, the cabin's silence swallowing it. I was still searching, but now I knew. She was out there finding herself, and I'd never stop looking. I'm telling you this because it's all I have, this love, this fight, this ache that won't quit. Emily's letter, her backpack, they're pieces of her heart, and I'm holding them tight. Who's she chasing? What truth broke her? I'm not just a dad, I'm a man bleeding, and I need you to feel this with me. Stick with me because this is raw, this is real, and I'm not done. If this hit you like this video, it keeps me going. Comment. What would you do to find someone you love? Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm still chasing Emily, and I need you with me. Every step, every tear is for her, and I'm not stopping, not ever.